Welcome to another episode of Football Talk with Shiftey. In this episode we have football news and some transfer news, so let's get into it and let's kick it off.
And now, it's time for Football Talk with Shiftey.
Off the episode with all the football news from around the world, and we start off with Inter Milan, where they have finally sacked Claudio Ranieri after a string of bad results. That is the second manager already this season to be sacked by Inter president Massimo Moratti. Andrea Stramaccioni has been handed the reins until the end of the season. It has been stated in the papers that Fabio Capello would like to manage a team in the EPL. Maybe Chelsea? Who knows? Swansea manager Brendan Rodgers has been listed as Tottenham's #1 target if Harry Redknapp decides to become the next England boss. Kenny Dalglish will have to face owner Tom Warner at the end of the season to explain the horrible form of his red side. The owner wants answers to the slump in form, considering that they have put up over £100 million for new players only to be sitting in 8th spot. Even Liverpool legend John Aldridge has come out and said that the Reds are shambolic and that the form should not be tolerated. It is also the worst run for the Reds since 1954. But Aldridge also stated that Dalglish has taken most of the flack, but the actual players should shoulder more of the responsibility for the poor form. Now, congratulations go to Glasgow Celtic, who have won the Scottish Premier League. Celtic crushed Kilmarnock 6-0 to clinch the title from Rangers. In the A-League, the Brisbane Roar have reached the grand final after beating the Central Coast Mariners 5-2 on aggregate. The Mariners now face a sudden death grand final qualifier against the Perth Glory. The EPL title looks set to go to Manchester United after Man City lost to Arsenal 1-0. Leaving the champions 8 points clear at the top with 6 games to go. The Champions League semi-finals have now been decided, where Chelsea will meet Barcelona and Real Madrid will meet Bayern Munich. My predictions for the semis are Barcelona to go through, and even though I'd love to see Real Madrid go through, I think Bayern Munich could cause an upset and beat Madrid. Arsenal looks set to make Alexander Song one of the highest paid at the Emirates by offering the player a new deal worth around £75,000 a week. Also, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could be offered a similar deal to Song. UEFA has fined Porto £17,000 after their supporters racially abused City striker Mario Balotelli back in February. Atalanta defender Andrea Masiello has been arrested in connection with a match-fixing probe in Italy. 8 other players from last season's Bari side are already under investigation, while 2 of Masiello's friends were also arrested by police. Wolverhampton will be without Jamie O'Hara and Jody Craddock after both players have undergone surgery. Aston Villa have announced that midfielder Stilian Petrov is suffering from acute leukemia. Let's hope the player can make a speedy recovery. Now, some good news with Fabrice Muamba, who has thanked fans for all their support after the player had a picture taken of himself sitting up and smiling. The picture was posted on social networking site Twitter. And in more good news for the player, Muamba has been up and walking, plus he might be given the all clear to start training again next month. So great news there. So that's all the football news I have for you. We're now going to go into all the transfer news. So here's all the latest transfer news going around, and we start off at Stamford Bridge, where Abramovich could fund a £100 million move for Gonzalo Higuain and Cristiano Ronaldo. Chelsea could also throw $58 million at Napoli for Cavani and Lavezzi. Also, Chelsea are lining up a £30 million move for Real Madrid midfielder Angel Di Maria. Chelsea could also make a move for Benfica midfielder Axel Witsel. Fernando Torres' agent has hinted that the Spaniard could be on his way to Italian side, Roma. Liverpool striker Andy Carroll is set to leave Liverpool this summer amid concerns that he has not adapted to the way Liverpool play. Liverpool has been linked with a move for Manchester City striker Edin Dzeko, as well as Wolverhampton's Stephen Fletcher. Also, Liverpool are lining up a move for Barcelona starlet Christian Tello if Barcelona decides to sell the player. Liverpool officials have flown into Italy for talks with Fiorentina to sign midfielder Juan Manuel Vargas. Sunderland manager Martin O'Neill is lining up a £7 million bid for Aston Villa striker Gabriel Agbonlahor. Manchester United are keeping an eye on Lyon left-back Ali Sissoko. Manchester United striker Dimitar Berbatov is said to be very close to signing for Turkish side Galatasaray. Manchester City looks set to beat rivals Manchester United to the signing of Athletic Bilbao midfielder Xavi Martinez. Martinez will cost City around £25 million. Man City could also make a surprise move for Tottenham midfielder Luka Modric. With Chelsea circling for Ronaldo, Manchester City decided to take it that one step further by saying they would be prepared to pay over $80 million for Ronaldo, plus offer him around $500,000 a week. Wow. Real Madrid are planning a super deal to take Sergio Aguero back to Spain, but Manchester City have stated that the player is not for sale at any price. Tottenham player Gareth Bale has stated that it would be hard for him to turn down a move to Barcelona or Real Madrid if an offer was made. Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger is plotting a summer cull of his fringe players in a bid to save around $23 million in wages. Maroon Chamakh, Sebastian Scalacci, Nicholas Bentner, Denilson, Carlos Vela and Manuel Almunia are all set to be moved on in the summer. Arsenal looks like it's going to go head-to-head with French side PSG for the signature of Sunderland's Stéphane Sessegnon. Arsenal are preparing a £10 million bid for Fulham striker Clint Dempsey. Newcastle looks set to go Dutch for two new defenders by swooping for left-back Eric Peters and centre-back Douglas from FC 20. Bayern Munich striker Mario Gomez has penned a new deal which will keep him at the club until 2016. Roma are eyeing off moves for both Luis Suarez and Dirk Kuyt from Liverpool in the summer. Toulouse midfielder Moussa Sissoko could be on his way to Roma as well, while rivals Juventus could make a £11 million move for Man City's Nigel de Jong. Russian side Unzi are said to have around €300 million to spend next season in the transfer window. So that's it, and that's the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you're an Arsenal fan, be sure to check out my good friend Della in Arsenal Talk, which I will leave a link for you guys in the bottom or under the comments there. But that's the episode, and you know the drill. It's grab your friends, grab your family, grab your kids, head down the park and kick a goal.